Hi. Life happens. What do you do when life happens? What are some of the things that you do to cope with what life brings at you? Well, for me, in 2010 and 2011, I was trying to get pregnant. I got pregnant the first time. 3 months later, excuse me, I lost my baby. I had a miscarriage. Then the next year, once again, I was trying to get pregnant. Well, 1 month, as soon as I found out that I was pregnant, I also had another miscarriage. So 2 miscarriages. Life happened. I was not expecting it. I had a hope for these kids, these babies, and they were gone. What did I do to cope with dealing with having 2 miscarriages? Well, I was encouraged by my senior pastor of a couple years ago to go to events, baby showers events, and to celebrate other mothers, to celebrate their babies. So I did that. Also, I would write little notes to the moms that were trying to have babies and could not, and I will send them this letter, a prayer. I will also send them a picture with a scripture verse, kind of letting them know that God answers prayer and that the time will come when they will have a baby, even though they have been trying for years and it has not happened. Well, many of those individuals that I gave that letter to, gave that scripture verse and that beautiful picture, years later, had their first baby. That's how I handled it, by bringing myself to those opportunities to celebrate mothers, right? Instead of hiding back, instead of isolating myself, because doing that would not help me. So what helped me the most was doing what I did, moving forward, encouraging, inspiring, praying, believing, having faith, and letting them know that before you know it, you will have that miracle baby. And of course, in 2012, I had that miracle baby, Elizabeth Maximina Huertas. And let me tell you, she's something else, but I'm thankful for that miracle. Also, right? Life happens. We don't know if the person that we have done life with for many years is going to be the person that we're going to be doing life with the rest of our years. Well, life happened. Here I am, right? A single mother, but it's all good. What am I doing about it? How am I coping through this? I am so glad you asked. Well, I help other women that are contemplating divorce, that are going through a divorce, that went through a divorce. I make myself available to them. I listen to them. I encourage them that if they're in a very abusive relationship, which is toxic, I tell them you have to skedaddle, you have to get out of that. And I make myself available to be able to listen to them. And by me doing that, believe it or not, it helps me as I'm going through that process. I actually love it because as I'm going through my own hurt, right? As life happens to me, as I stretch out my hands to serve others in the midst of my hurt, in the midst of what life happened, how it happened to me, I get blessed. I get happy when I'm there for people, when they're like, wow, like what you said just really just touched my heart. Wow, that letter that you sent, Sarai, that's exactly what I needed. And it just makes my world better in spite of life happening to me. Lastly, as I'm doing life and things happen that I do not expect, that I cannot control, the one last thing that I will tell you that I do is I do exactly this. I do videos. I do videos about it. I think of my life. I think of how life has happened to me, the tragic things that have happened. I think about what I did. I think about the coping skills that I utilized. And then I try to share that wealth of information with you. In return, also hoping that you engage with me through the comments so that you can share with me those things that worked for you. Perhaps I'll try them and they will work for me. Or maybe there's someone else out there that needs to hear this message. And by reading your comments as we engage and keep it going, that might be exactly what they need in order to keep going, in order to be inspired, encouraged to get out of the house, to stop being isolated, and to seek out the help that they need. Perhaps they don't want it, but it's the help that they need. So you see, you say to yourself, wow, Sarai, like you're doing all these videos. Yes, I am. And that is all because the more videos I do, the more I share with you all how life happens, the more I share of coping skills that I utilize to get through as I'm going through, right? Is with the hope that one of those things that I shared might help you in your journey as life happens. It makes me happy when I put out this video and I help you. And as I help you, as I serve you and I help you, guess what? It makes me happy. It makes all of my troubles, all of the life that comes at me that I don't expect, that it just comes quick. It makes everything diminish in a sense because I am not focusing. I'm not having my sight on my problems. Yes, they're there. And yes, I'm working through them. But I am keeping my sight. I'm focusing on you. I'm focusing on how can I help you today? I'm focusing on how can I serve you today? And ladies and gentlemen, that is how I deal when life happens with things that I don't expect. But still, through it all, as life happens, I go through the journey and eventually, just like the other incidents of my miscarriage, right? And this whole process as a single mom, I have going through it. I have come to the other side. I am going through it now. And if you're going through it now, just know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel and you will get to the other side. And then once you're on the other side and you think to yourself, wow, life happened, and you're on this side and you look, right? You look at over there, everything that you went through, how you coped with it, how it made you stronger. And then you look at it now and you said, wow, I didn't know I was that strong. I didn't know I had that in me, right? And then as you see how you handle life, that point in time, other things will come up because at the end of the day, life happens. We cannot control it, but we can control how we respond to it, right? We cannot, we can respond in a way that is good or respond in a way that is bad. Let it be that you take life for what it is and that you find those things that help you through your pain, through your life circumstances, to help others. And as you're helping others, you're also helping yourself. Thank you so much for listening to this message. And I appreciate your comments. I will engage with you. I'm looking forward to it. And thank you so much for supporting me with my content. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.